Hey guys. Hello. Say hello now. Hi. No, you will talk well, please. You are not the one that is wearing the mic. You will call over mic also. Hi. My beautiful turban. Hey guys, Omoaribidesi here again, and welcome back to my channel. This is my friend, my very, very good friend. I call her Yellow Pawpaw or Imbo Pepe. You see how fresh she's looking. So, what's your name? Introduce yourself.
Hi, hello guys. Mbakam Mangozi Chuku. My close friends call me MBAKS Mbax.
I've never heard that before. It's Ngozi I used to call you.
Well. Mbax.
Mbax. Yeah. Okay, it's new. We always learn new things. Yeah. Mbax. It's Ngozi I call her though. So let us just call her Ngozi for this video in case that Mbax might be very difficult for people. So let's just get straight to today's business. Okay. So after I did my wedding last year, I've had few people that asked me few questions about my wedding, like how much I spent, how I got the hall and all those things. So I just thought I should make a video about it. Then I requested in my story, my WhatsApp story, for people to give me questions or ask questions on anything they want to know about how I planned my wedding, from the planning to everything, anything they want to know. And I got few questions. So my friend here would be reading some of those questions because I had to collate them together. So she'll be reading some of those questions and we'll be answering them. So get ready, because if you know you're about to do your wedding, you will learn one or two things. You hear? That's the questions. Yeah, hit me.
Are you
I'm
good
ready.
To go?
I'm good to go.
All right. So the first question is: did you and your hubby agree most of the time on the type of wedding you wanted and the things of
Are you speaking accent
that would be there?
Yeah, forming accent. That's not how she talks. You don't mind that.
This is how I speak, like on a regular day.
Okay, maybe these are when she speaks with people that she does not know. No, because this is not how she talks. Continue.
If you didn't, how did you navigate that? Did you get my question?
If me and my husband, if we agreed,
yes.
If anybody knows my husband, any of you guys watching this video, you will know that my husband is always very strong on his opinions too. So I mean, I'm very strong on my opinions. So we most definitely had conflicting ideas, things we want. One thing is, my husband did not really have, left to my husband, if we had a parlor wedding, that's fine by him. If we just had a wedding whereby they just say, okay, hello, you people, are you ready? And say, okay, you guys are husband and wife. I'll be husband and wife. That's fine by him. So I think the wedding, the idea or the things that we wanted was more from me. But in those things that we wanted, I think he had his own preference. Like if I wanted a maquet hall, for example, he had his own preference and maybe he wanted something else. I'm just using that as an example. But we disagreed on certain things. Like I don't think we had up to 700 guests. And I think for me, I wouldn't have mind having 1,000 guests. Like at the top of my head, just thinking of it, like how many guests do you want? I'll be like 1,000 because I'm going to think of my schoolmates, everybody I could think of, like I can think of. But my husband did not want crowd. So that's one of the things we had arguments about. And we had arguments about the outfits we wanted to wear. I remember when we went to the market to buy his suits and his tie, what do they call that thing? Bow tie or whatever. I didn't like what he picked. I didn't like the color. As in, I was angry throughout that period. Like my husband was like, he wasn't mean about it. It's not like maybe he didn't care about my opinion, but he really liked what he picked. Just imagine when you really like something and your partner does not like it. He was very conflicted. So he was trying to make me understand that he liked it. But I wanted him to appreciate the fact that as a woman kind of knows what goes well on a man. Like that's just that idea. So I thought he was just going to trust me and be like, okay, my baby said it's not nice, let me pick something else. I'm not saying it's not nice though, because it came out very perfect on him. But I just didn't like it. It wasn't something I was going to pick. He picked something like brown. I wouldn't have picked brown. I've probably picked white, navy blue, or that's for his suits. White, navy blue, or black. We had a lot of conflicting ideas or conflicting issues, whatever, but
you had to compromise.
I had to just compromise. We had to.
I would like to ask. I don't understand why, because I know your husband actually, and I don't know why you're making your husband sound like you're giving him this Ijebu nature. You said he would have preferred to do a parlor wedding.
He says it. Just the wedding in the parlor. He's fine, but that's not me. Like, why would I do parlor? I had a dream wedding. Every lady, I think most ladies had dream weddings. Yeah. So.
Okay, so on to our second question. What was your support system like from your family?
Well, like every normal family, they did their best. That's just the truth. Those who sent me money. Those who helped me with the Ashwebi, Titi, shout out. Like, she really tried with the Ashwebi. She helped me. Titi and my auntie, Aunt Fatima. Don't worry, I'll tag them because they have their businesses that they do. They really helped me with the Ashwebi, and she, as in Titi, really went above and beyond. My cousins, different people just helped me. My family members really tried their best. Yes, I wouldn't lie, we had our conflicting ideas as well. You know, every family has what they expect or how they expect weddings to be like, and I just had what I wanted and how I wanted it to be. I really appreciate my family. They really tried. I wouldn't even lie. From my dad to my siblings to my cousins to my uncles, my aunties, they did their best. And I feel you should not put so much weight on your family members. Like, you have to just do your own thing. But if they want to help, you have to, as in, grab that help, accept it, because you can't do it alone. Let's go to the next one.
I like how you said you know what you want, and I want to believe that you got what you wanted.
Yeah, and I got close to what I wanted.
You got close to it.
Yes.
Or did you allow your family members' decision to influence yours?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm someone that I'm very, on most things I do, if I say I want to do something, I will do it. Okay. Except if I know that this one I can't do it. So I tried my best to do what I wanted. Yes, I took their advices, I took their inputs, but I still tried my best to do what was for me, what was going to make me happy.
Did you use Ashwebi for your wedding? Who selected the Ashwebi? Was it the color you wanted?
That Ashwebi was another thing.
And did you make money from it? Because I know not usually brides make money from their
No,
Ashwebi.
we didn't.
Right.
We even, as in, because me, as a wedding guest, I don't like when I have to think too deep to say I can't afford to pay or to buy Ashwebi. Or I have to start thinking of what to wear. So I put myself in people's shoes when I was doing my Ashwebi. After we concluded, it wasn't easy picking colors. I remember me and my cousins, we picked different colors. We picked different colors, we picked different fabrics. It was a very tedious work picking the Ashwebi. And we didn't want general Ashwebi. We didn't want to have to go through the stress of making everybody to buy the clothes. We wanted it to be secluded to certain people that we know that, okay, some of my family, like my cousins and my friends, do you understand, apart from the bridesmaid. So we did it per yard. Like, we made people know that it was 3,000 naira per yard. So how many yards do you want? We did not do fixed yard. We didn't say, okay, you must buy it with Gele, this particular amount. No, we didn't do that. So we had people that bought 1 yard, 1.5 yards, 2 yards, 3 yards. Like, you could buy as much as you wanted. I think it just made it very flexible for people, and people that didn't have the money didn't have to think that, oh, I have to start paying a large amount of money just because I want to buy clothes. We didn't even add money for souvenirs. We gave souvenirs for free. Like, different people made souvenirs, and those who got souvenirs was just based on who did it and the number of souvenirs they did. We didn't do, okay, you buy something, then you're going to get souvenir with. No, we didn't do that because we're not planning on making money from people's added money. No, we didn't do that.
How did you go about sourcing for your vendors?
Okay, so I have a very, very funny story about my event planner, because I actually had an event planner. But let me first talk about sorting out for vendors. I didn't sort out for vendors.
Okay.
I think what I was lucky about, or what got me lucky or favored, was that I had people around me that could do a lot of things. My friends could bake cakes. I wanted to use them before. I couldn't even use any of them because someone offered to bake cake for me for free. Like, that's just like a blessing.
Yeah.
Then for the DJ aspect, we got the service, I think, for free. I'm not sure. I think we got it for free or at a very, very discounted rate. Maybe was it for free? Okay, someone paid for it. Another family member. So we, as a lot of things we did, we got them at either a discounted rate or a family member paid for it. The only thing I know that I paid for, my beautiful dress for my nikai and my reception dress, I paid for that at a very discounted rate. I'm also going to tag the fashion designer because she's very, very amazing. Like, she's very, very talented. That was the only thing I know that I paid for, that I can remember paying for. I made part of the payments for my makeup. My cousin did the remaining thing. Lokpelewa, one love you for everything. Thanks for everything. She found the makeup artist for me, and I know that me being a beautiful bride, me making a beautiful bride was one thing everybody said. Like, every single body was like, you made a beautiful bride. So, and that's thanks to the makeup artist. So,
and your gown was so beautiful. Like,
now let me now talk about my event planner. So she reached out to me about 2 months into the wedding. I planned my wedding for 3 months. It was even, about 3 months.
Cool.
Because the planning of the wedding started after my introduction. And my introduction was on my birthday, on the 26th of January. And my wedding was on the 20th of April. 2 months into the wedding, someone reached out to me on Instagram, and she said that she saw my pictures. And
2 months into the wedding planning?
Yes. Like, about, I think around ending of March, she reached out to me and she was like, she said she saw my pictures and she realizes that I'm obviously planning my wedding very soon, and she would love to be an event planner for free. So when I saw that, she said she wanted to use it as an experience and everything, learning process. As catchy as it was, I was a little bit very skeptical about it. Like, nobody gives you service for free. We know how Instagram people are. It was very scary for me. So I called my husband and I told him about it, and he was like, let me hear from her first now. So he told me to call her, explain, just let her know a bit of what I was trying to do, and we will know what she has to say about it. And if we see that our bloods gel, we'll just go ahead with the stuff. And that was it. I spoke to her. When I spoke to her, she gave me a lot of tips, a lot of ideas, and I realized that, okay, it's a very, very good thing to have this person on board, because at least, even though we've planned a lot of things, she would make the day of the wedding stress-free for me. I made her focus on the setting of the venue, how I wanted the guests to be fed. I didn't want there to be any issue of, I didn't get a place to sit, I didn't get food to eat, I didn't get drinks, and she really handled that perfectly well. She was so amazing. Like, she even gave me a pamperer. I've never heard of anything like that before. Pamperer. The person that would go around with you, care for your needs, help you arrange your stuff, help you, instead of it to be your family or your friends. Your friends can do other things. So the pamperer is that person that is going to be very close to you.
That's the same thing as your bridesmaid, your chief bridesmaid.
Your chief bridesmaid, as she's with you, she also has to take care of other things. Do you understand? Okay. But your pamperer is just assigned to you. Like, she's just there to take care of your needs. When you're changing, she's the one that is going to help you probably get water. She's the one that is going to help you take your pictures. She helped me to arrange my things. I did not misplace anything. I really, really appreciated her. Like,
Sorry to interrupt you.
Okay.
This is not part of the question, but I just feel like I need to know. I'm sure most people will want to know too. You seem to be getting a lot of things for free. You know? Please, you need to tell us what's the strategy? How do we?
There is no strategy.
If we are planning our wedding, what should we do to? You had so many people giving you things for free. Now you just out of nowhere, a wedding planner just appeared.
As in, it's just the blessing of God.
They did free wedding cake for you.
It's just the blessing of God. And one thing I've learned is, when you want to do anything in this life, you learn to put yourself out there. Don't pretend or act as if you have it all. I'm not saying you should go and beg, but when you have someone offering, don't be too quick to just discard the person like, I don't need your help. So all these things that came, it didn't just come at the platter on the platter of good. If I was not open-minded, I wouldn't have probably used that, because I would have been scared that she was fake. Do you understand? Even though it was free, certain people can still charge you. They will try to find a way. Either they will steal your money, or they will find a way to just dupe you of something. Like, she had access to a lot of things. Do you understand? I did not see the venue until the day of the wedding. Wow. I planned on going on that night, on the night before the wedding. Wow. But she told me not to stress myself, that I should just rest, have fun, sleep. And she did everything the way I asked her, like the way I asked her to do it. I had a friend that came all the way from the east. His name is Nonso. And when I called him and I asked him, I hope he enjoyed himself, food. I didn't get to see him. I didn't even know he came. He mentioned her name. Gallant Event. That company did a very good job. As soon as they see a guest entering, they will ask if you're from the bride or the groom side. They will give you where to sit. They will give you food. They will give you every single thing. So I feel it's just, I won't lie, I was just favored. Some people might not have that easy. I was just favored. But at the same time, I feel in a way, I was open-minded as well.
Okay.
So,
all right, on to the next one. Will you say that you got your ideal wedding?
I guess I didn't get a perfect wedding. Because if I had a perfect wedding, the hall would be bigger. It probably would be a marquee hall. And it will have chandeliers. I'm going to have a very long train. People will be spraying me on it like when I'm dancing. I had that pictured in my head like years before my wedding. And I'll have a large number of guests. Although I'm not really a guest person, but I'm the kind of person that I always want to satisfy people. And I feel having your wedding, that's like one thing that you know that everybody you've known at some point in time in your life would wish they were there. Like even someone from your primary school, if they hear you did wedding, they will say like, so Yinka, you did wedding, you did not call me. I had people that sent me texts that they were angry. I didn't tell them. I had to apologize. Do you understand? And it wasn't really my fault. I had to invite people that I had contact with at that point in time. People that I was talking to. I can't just start remembering people because I wanted to streamline my guests. Like I had numbers. I wrote lists because we needed to work within budget, and I don't want to have guests that won't eat. I'd rather there be excess food than some people not eating. I hate that. I know what it feels like to go to a wedding and not eat. I hate that thing. I didn't have the perfect wedding, but I really loved my wedding.
Well,
like I was a happy bride.
I assumed it was a perfect wedding because I was there and I enjoyed myself really. So
okay, so it's a win-win. Nice. I loved it, but I wouldn't lie that it was the dream wedding. Like it was not my dream wedding. But
so your dream wedding, I'm sure you would have wanted to do like a destination wedding.
No, I'm not really for a destination wedding. Okay. I want it to be my own.
Or in a cool hotel wedding.
Not necessarily. If it is in Nigeria, as long as it's a central place, a place that is very accessible.
Okay.
That's basically it.
Okay. So, as a new bride, what was your thought process like the night before the wedding? Were you scared? Were you happy?
Was I scared? Was I what?
Were you paranoid? Were you
okay?
Did you have anxiety attacks?
Yes, I had. I wouldn't lie.
Did you have second thoughts? I
wouldn't say I had second thoughts, but I would say I was actually very anxious. Like there was this split of second. I mean, I don't know how to say that in English. There was this moment where it dawned on me that okay, I'm about to be a wife. You know, when you're planning the wedding, you're just thinking of the wedding. You get carried away and forget about the fact that the wedding is what leads to the marriage. So it dawned on me at some point that I'm actually about to be a wife. I'm about to join another family with another lifestyle, with another orientation, with another everything. Like it dawned on me. So I was just a little bit anxious that this is real. Like I wake up tomorrow and I'm with my husband and I can't just say, okay, I'm waking up one morning and my cousin will just come to see me or I'll just see my sister. Like that very night of my wedding, after my wedding, I was crying. I don't know why. I was happy, but I was just crying. I was just thinking of a lot of things. So I was very, very anxious. I was not scared because me and my husband, we've been paddies. Like ever since I've known my husband, we've been like best of friends. So I wasn't marrying somebody that you just say, hi, how are you? Just go on dates. No, we don't do that. My husband is a millennial. So we don't do that. But I wasn't scared. But I think I was just a little bit anxious to face that reality that I was actually becoming a wife. So that's it.
Were you able to balance what you wanted your ideal wedding to be like versus what your family wanted?
There has to be a balance because the truth of the matter is, in as much as the wedding is for me, I have to try my best to make everybody happy. But for that balance to be level, for it to be at an equilibrium, I have to be the happy person because the wedding is about me. I am the bride. Do you understand? I have to be happy. So, in as much as I really appreciated everybody's input, everybody has suggestions. I have cousins, siblings that have gotten married. So they all add their inputs and I took their advices, but it's not everything I implemented for one reason or the other. Maybe it was not very convenient for me. I tried my best to balance it, but I took my own happiness in my hands. I made it like the first thing, the important thing. Then the other ones I knew that I could not compromise. Maybe when it comes to cooking, there's a way I would have wanted the cooking to be like. I'd have wanted it to be like general, like everybody, both the bride and groom side must have just one service system. So that it's not be as if, oh, this one is for the groom's family, this one is for the bride family. I didn't like that. I've always said I'm not going to allow Abi. That is not going to
I don't like it
happen. But I couldn't control that. First, I didn't have the money to employ a caterer to cover for everybody. So that has already cut my hands. Then I knew how strongly my family and my husband's family was in cooking their own food. So that is something that I know that I don't have to force. Like, I can't force my opinion, knowing that I can't control it financially. I know that I have to respect them. Like, they are willing to go through the effort. They are willing to cater for their own guests, because the reason why they do that is they want to make sure their guests are being taken care of. They can't depend on general caterers, because there are lots of flops coming from these general caterers too. So on that aspect, I needed to compromise, and I could not even really say anything about it. So we had bride's family bring their own food, groom's family bring their own food, and I think everybody was still happy. Everybody got food.
Okay.
So that's that.
So, were there any time you wanted to just stop and just move to your husband's house? You know, just keep the whole wedding part. If they were there, what were the pointers?
Okay. I wouldn't say there was ever a time I wanted to just move to my husband's house. I would say there were just times I was very, very frustrated. Like, there were just some things I expected to happen that didn't happen. There were just some people that I expected to do certain things that they just didn't do. There were some pressures that were just, you know, there's
Necessary.
like, no matter what, I don't know if any bride or any wife out there, if you've ever experienced being as the bride, the pressure is just on your head. Like, your husband doesn't have that pressure on his head. Whether he chooses not to have the pressure on his head, or nobody puts it on his head. But
because they don't bother. They're just not bothered.
But as a wife, you want it to be this way. You want to have this outfit. You want to have this. Like, you want everything to be perfect, no matter how little it is. Even if you are doing a small wedding, even if you are doing a big wedding. So it got to a point that I was very, very frustrated. But my husband just knows how to make me feel better. Either he talks sense into my head, or he says it in a subtle manner, one way or the other. I'll just realize that, okay, it's not that difficult, it's not that serious. It's just the moment. So just don't put pressure on yourself. Like,
what advice will you give other people planning their wedding?
Yeah, I think the first thing is, when you want to plan your wedding, please be realistic. Be realistic. Be able to know how much you have and what you want. Be willing to compromise. And when they say compromise, or when I say compromise, compromising does not mean you are getting something bad.
Yeah.
It just means you are getting something that is not what you planned for. So you want something so big and beautiful, but you got something a little bit smaller and still beautiful. That's compromise. So be realistic with yourself, and please do see, if you have the money, like you have the money to pay for your event planner, don't worry, I'm not talking to you. But if you know you're working on a budget and you know that you don't have the money, please do your sorting out yourself. As in, from looking for the venue, because I think the venue is one thing that puts people's mind, like, if you don't have the venue, what's the point of planning the wedding? And people have, like I said, we had just 3 months to plan for our wedding. So just know that a lot of venues were booked. But that was not even our issue self. One of our issues were the fact that the venues that we loved were very, very expensive. 1.8 million, 1.5 million.
Wow.
And you cannot do after party, you will pay 50k extra per hour. But the venue we got was below 500,000 naira. Was big enough for our guests. And if we were going to do after party, we didn't really do after party because people had to travel back to other states. But if we were going to do, it was going to be for free. There were ACs, Abby. Were they not ACs?
Yeah, they were ACs.
Was it not on?
Sure.
They were functioning ACs, and we had fans. There was lights. They had jet. So it's not maybe we just got a hall that was cheap and it did not have all these things. Do you understand what I'm saying? But just don't compare yourself. Don't compare the wedding you're planning for yourself to other people's wedding. Do your own wedding and be realistic with yourself from your budget, things you want to buy, and try and do them yourself. Try and seek for help too. you can't do it all. Seek for help. Tell people what you need. One thing I learned was that I had to do a lot of things. I had to, like, things. Me and my husband, we went to different venues. We went online. We searched for venues based on prices. And eventually we found a very good venue at a very central location, Ogudu. The parking space was so big. We even got to cook at the venue. Do you understand? And we paid less than 500,000 naira. If you want to know about the venue, just send me a message. Don't worry. Our MC was very good and it was very affordable. Like it was below 40,000 naira. And I had somebody that wanted to charge me 200k. Do you understand? You can get what you love, even though it's not what you dream about or what you dreamt about. You can get what you love at a very, very reasonable price. Anyway, so I just hope you guys learned a thing or two. I also hope you enjoyed yourself, and I hope you enjoyed watching me doing this video with my Oyibo Pepe. If you know you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to this channel as usual. To my newcomers, if you're here for the first time, thanks for watching this video. Welcome to this channel, and please click the subscribe button. And to my regular viewers, subscribers, you guys, you're my real MVP. Thanks for being part of this family. We're growing gradually, no matter how. Gradually, and I really appreciate you guys. Till next time.
See how I do mine.
Okay. Ciao. To do.
To speak.